sold as Backframe in many countries, famous brand. There's a synergy in it. There's a sense combining. And now you can't combine, therefore, two antibiotics. Most antibiotics kill only a certain range of bacteria, germs. So you can't combine. When I have this thing, throat infection, I know what it is, Streptococcus. So I know I need to have that antibiotic with that particular spectrum. I don't take all kinds of antibiotics. So when I need other antibiotics for something else, that won't work. So these are the reasons. So we have a lot of irrational combinations. Any drug is combined with antibiotic. It has been approved. So this has been a big fight. In the last 30 years, we've been fighting to get rid of irrational combinations in this country. Nowhere in the world so many irrational combinations as well. And so FDCs means fixed dose combinations. And at least half of the fixed dose combinations in this country are irrational. Some other reasons for poor access to the right medicine at affordable prices in India. Aggressive drug promotion by drug companies. I mean, drug companies promote drugs and sort of entertain doctors, send them to holidays to Turkey or England, etc. with families. We actually got the tickets bought by a company and sent it to the Prime Minister of India. So this is how our medicine prices are overpriced. Because you're paying, we are paying, the consumer is paying. Inducements to doctors. So if you prescribe so much, I'll give you a car, I'll give you air conditioner. No more ballpoint pens and all that. So over under prescribing by doctors. Doctors, sometimes if you're not sure of your skill, you tend to play it safe by giving 5-6 medicines. They needed only one medicine. And most of the cases, I'm told, you need about 3 maximum. 5 is rare. So, and under prescribing, and you don't know what is the diagnosis is for, you end up prescribing the wrong medicine. And then we have something called cut practice in India. Anybody knows cut practice? Anybody from India? It's a peculiarly Indian practice. I'm not sure it's there in other countries.
Referring to a different doctor.
No, it is to get cut from the profit of the company.
Well, in a way, right? If I prescribe so much of medicines of a particular brand of particular company, I get a share of. I get commission.
Do these things.
I get a commission.
As
a doctor, I get a commission. And if I, as a doctor, if I refer you to a CAT scan center, like in India, CAT scans. Now, even if I had a headache, people are saying you should go for a CAT scan. It's not necessary. It's one of the irrational practices. So, CAT scan is about 3,000, 4,000. So, if I, as a doctor, refer you as a patient to the CAT scan center will charge you, the patient, 4,000 rupees and give me 2,000 rupees. So, this happens. Reference tests for laboratory tests, for CAT scans, for MRIs. Is this there in Nepal and Bangladesh? I'm not sure. Is there? Yes. No? Yeah. But Bangladesh is very good. Sri Lanka, it was not there. Is there? Yeah. This kind of commission and all. So this is actually cheating the public, cheating the patient. If you're a doctor, people in this country, and I'm sure in other South Asia, treat 2 people as gods. One is a good teacher, other is a good doctor. And you're betraying the trust of them. Betraying. Nothing else. You're stabbing. Poor chap comes, Dr. Saab, he says, or if you're, and then you make commissions out of this. Give wrong reference. Say get a CAT scan when you really don't need it. So these are very unfortunate things. But these are the reasons why drug price. Actually, this is all padded into the drugs. If it's drugs, we're getting a commission. This is padded to the price. Now, factors underlying irrational use of drugs. I've talked about all this. industry, prescriber side, and patients also have misleading beliefs. Like if we take, there's something called Lev 52 in India. They're supposed to work for liver. I've seen the actual research report, it's pretty badly done research, but it's one of the top selling drugs in India. 8th or 6th or 7th top selling drug. So, and also patients sometimes insist to the doctor, you please give me an injection, and it's not necessary. The injection is necessary only in very critical situations when the drug takes immediate effect in the bloodstream. But otherwise, most tablets dissolve in the bloodstream within 15 minutes, capsules within 60 minutes. So it's not do or die situation. But many doctors also play on this fear. Oh, we have injection, or we can charge go. So, and chemists, there's no discipline of chemists. It's no regulation of chemists. We have got, you know, how many chemists in India? Chemist means pharmacy, retail pharmacies. Any guesses? Yeah, take a guess.
10 lakhs.
10 lakhs.
More than
5 million.
But actually, the last figure I heard is 7. It could be 10 lakhs. Last figure I heard of is 7 lakhs. 700,000. 700,000 retail pharmacies. And most of them are in cities, not in rural areas. So, most of them are serving, 80% of the retail pharmacies are serving 20% of the population which is in the cities. So, and drug regulation is very bad in India. I mean, we've got so 100,000 brands, all of them should be out. That's the great thing about the Bangladesh policy of 1982. They have by and large maintained it. Of course, there are some small distortions because people are lobbying, etc., etc. But by and large, they have been able to maintain it. And like, for example, giving an example of Bangladesh. I've been to Bangladesh several times. Once me and a couple of doctor friends, we went out just to get some time and went to some retail pharmacist shops and asked for iron sulfate tablets. We got iron sulfate tablets. You know, iron sulfate and folic acid is important for pregnancy, etc. In other words, in India, try and go and get an iron sulfate tablet from any of the pharmacy shops, you will not get it. Because it's very cheap. So nobody wants to store it. What you'll get is irrational combinations of iron sulfate, so-called iron tonics and so on. Texorange is a famous, totally useless drug, but everybody consumes because in the name of iron. In Bangladesh, then we asked for iron sulfate syrup, hoping that, oh, now we will catch the Bangladesh people policy. No, they actually got a pure, scientifically made, rational iron sulfate syrup. So these are important things. India will not get an iron sulfate syrup anywhere in the retail market. And that's what you need. You don't need all kinds of fancy combinations. So, the other pricing anomalies of India's drugs are overpricing, profit margins up to 4,000%. I'll show you how. Different brands of the same drug sell at vastly different prices. Most drugs are out of government price regulation, despite the last regulation which has happened about 2 months back. And how the health expenditure is split. Like private out-of-pocket expenditure is 79%, state governments 14%, central government 4%, private investment 3%, private insurance 0 to 1%. Everybody, there are a lot of insurance companies now for the last 15 years. So everybody talks about private insurance, it covers only about 0 to 1%. So, now this is an example of imatinib. Imatinib is a drug which is used for a particular type of blood cancer. You don't need to copy this. I'm told you're going to get a CD and all this will be there. So, and imatinib is sold at a Novartis was selling at 1,24,000 rupees per month dosage. In the local generic versions, made by very reputed companies, they're selling at 8,000, 10,000 per month. Where is 1,24,000 and where is 8,000, 10,000? You might imagine that's a difference. So, it was challenged in the court under this thing that Novartis challenged these people that you're violating patents and so on. Novartis famously lost and the judgment came out in April 2013. We'll talk about it in the next presentation. But this is the price difference. Patented drug 1,24,000, generic version 8,000, and the government tender procurement. I got written here. They have quoted 800 rupees, 600 rupees for a month's dosage. 1.24 lakhs of Novartis, 800 rupees with government procurement price. So that's the kind of overpricing you see. And they say, oh, we do research, etc. But there is an answer to that. Now, this is the profitability of, if you read the business papers in India, pink papers, they all say, oh, Indian industry, pharma industry is going down, and government policies are really killing us and so on. It's totally rubbish. Despite the recession in the last 2-3 years, one share of one sector which has gone up consistently is the pharma sector. Even info sector is down, Infosys is down and so on. But pharma sector is gone up. They are making money. And their sales are constantly increasing because we are exporting a lot also. And everybody needs anyway medicines because you can't not get help. There may be a recession, but you still get sick. You need medicines. So this blue thing, can you see this top thing, blue? So this is the way how the pharma sector is progressing. This is the 2011 figures. These are the other equally compatible sectors. So where you see pharma sector, you see the other sectors. So this is to nail the line. Now, what has been the government of India's response? We have been fighting this case for 2003. We had made a lot of prayers. One of the things we said is all drugs should be essential drugs should be under price control. We should remove away all these irrational medicines and unnecessary FDCs and so on. We had about 10 prayers. Still it's there. Only one thing they have done in the last 10 years is to put all the drugs in the National List of Essential Medicines. NLEM means National List of Essential Medicines. In the price control. They just did it. Finally they came out with the notification in May 2013. But the policy, which is the National Pharmaceutical Policy 2012 and the Associated Drug Price Control Order 2013, putting all these 348 essential drugs in a price control, it's nice. It looks nice. Oh, they've done a wonderful thing, and we can say we can congratulate ourselves. Oh, we have succeeded. But no. These 348 drugs constitute only 14% of the Indian market. I showed you the figure, 72,000 crores sales, out of which only 14% sales is 14% of 72,000 crores is how much? About 10,000 crores maximum. So these 348 drugs constitute only